Welcome to Emotional Badass, where Moxie meets mindful. I'm Nikki Eisenhower, life coach and psychotherapist, and on today's show, we're going to talk about the law of attraction, and I will review my favorite deck of cards. I want to talk about the law of attraction because I'm aware that there are two camps. There's one camp who eats up the law of attraction. They love it, they get it, they live by it, they understand manifesting. And then there's everybody else who hears that and gets frustrated, annoyed, thinks it's goofy or stupid or frou-frou energy fluff, okay? So let's break this down. I'm going to use my favorite deck of cards. Now, a million years ago, I just grabbed this deck of cards. I was working on the law of attraction. Someone had actually given me the movie. Someone had handed it to me, and I didn't watch it for a year. And then I watched it and was really frustrated with myself that I hadn't watched it the year before when it was given to me, because we resist, right? So let me share with you the name of my favorite deck of cards. It's called The Law of Attraction, Little Reminders, 36 Oracle Cards to Guide You to Wealth and Prosperity by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. And what I decided to do to share these with you is I just put them in alphabetical order. And I grabbed the first four off the top, and they all happen to start with A. And we're just going to break them down. And the first one is affluence. And I will take some pictures and stick a couple of these cards on our Facebook page because the artwork is really beautiful. The cards are purple, which is my favorite color. So the first one we're going to look at is affluence. And the affirmation law of attraction message on the card affluence is, I choose to be debt-free and to live an affluent and healthy life. And I know that the critical voice in us reads that and hears that and at first hears, oh, isn't that awesome? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I choose to be debt-free. Let me just choose. I choose to be debt-free right now. It's a whole bunch of crap, right? That's the way that we process that when we're first getting into this work. And it's reasonable. It makes sense. We can understand why someone would process that. I can't just think and the debt that I have poof away. It'd be lovely if it worked like that. And if it worked like that, trust me, I would be screaming that message on this microphone. But this is the way that this works. I choose to be debt-free and to live an affluent and healthy life. This is an important redirection because when we have a little bit of debt, or maybe a lot of debt, but we have some debt and it's sitting there and we're concerned with it. Our mind is constantly on debt. I've got to pay off this debt. How do I do this? How do I do this? I want to do this faster. Oh no, it's growing. Oh no, here's another expense. I blew out a tire. Great. I can't pay off my debt. How am I going to do this? I had the awesome experience of my little puppy getting in the car for a 3-block drive because it was raining. So we didn't walk and peed in the back of my car. There we go. Expense. Had to get that clean so that my car doesn't smell like dog pee. Yay. Life, right? So how do we use affluence and this law of attraction card? I choose to be debt-free and to live an affluent and healthy life. We want to train our minds to stop staying in this low vibrational funk of everything that we don't have, everything that's not working for us, everything that scares us. So when we have that debt sitting there and it's bothersome, our energy, my limited energy that I really want to put into positive projects, my limited energy goes into debt, oh no, fear, and swarms, and takes me away from all the things that I could do to actually work on my debt. So instead, I want to let go of that thinking, that fear, that cycle, that swarm, that stress. And I want to say to myself, I choose to be debt-free and to live an affluent and healthy life. I don't want to add to my emotional toll. I don't want to have to pay off emotional debts that I'm adding to myself by stressing myself out about the money debts. So if you're in debt and it stresses you out, maybe just play around with this. Do an experiment. You don't have to buy into this. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to really own it. Experiment with it. What happens if you spend the next 3 to 7 days focused on the statement, I choose to be debt-free and to live an abundant and healthy life? All right, let's break down the next one. Ambition. I am ambitious and do not procrastinate or waste time being negative. How many of us are so ambitious? And we start to overthink. We start to procrastinate. Oh, but I need to do this before I do this. And let me put the laundry in and let me pair the socks. And if I just do this and I just do that and I just do this. And we never get to the stuff that matters, that we're really ambitious, passionate about. So if I want to use the law of attraction where it comes to my own ambition, I can practice I am ambitious and do not procrastinate or waste time being negative. Next one, attitude. I attract success and positive people into my life with my positive attitude. Listen to that statement again. I attract. It's the law of attraction. I attract success and positive people into my life with my positive attitude. Do you really, really, really think that it works backwards? Do you believe deep down that the truth of things is that you can attract positivity and success while you have a negative attitude? I think most of us know that that doesn't really work. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't lift us up. It keeps our energy low, funky, dark. I think I've talked about it on a few shows already about how our mind is programmed to look at the negative, to scan for it so that we avoid the negative, dangerous things. But in this modern society where we have so many things to feel, to process, to see, to hear, it's overload. So we're working with the law of attraction to rework our mind into focusing not on the negatives, but on the positives to align more with what's positive. I attract success and positive people into my life with my positive attitude. Now, the trick to that is that it can feel phony, false, fake, even kindergarten-y to fake positivity. Because at first it feels like we're faking positivity, right? Because if we've been in a negative place, it feels phony and even just dumb. So positivity is not rainbows and sunshine and bunnies. Positivity is about owning your situation and shifting to a positive attitude. Oh, my puppy peed in my back seat? Guess what? We can clean that up. Thank goodness there are tools for that, and I know how to use them. That's a positive attitude. And when I do that, I don't burn up my precious energy. I am ambitious and do not procrastinate or waste time being negative. All right, let's shift to the next card. Awareness. This is an awareness podcast. I'm aware, you're aware. That's part of what makes us emotional badasses. The card says, when I focus on positive energy, I am aware that I attract more of it. I know many of you have gotten into arguments with other people in your lives that just seem to loop and loop and loop and loop. And those of us who have awareness of the loop have this moment of, oh my God, how do I get off of this roller coaster train of this loop that's not going anywhere? We want to use our superpower of awareness to get out of those negative loops and to shift and build positive loops. When I focus on positive energy, I am aware that I attract more of it. Why? Because I'm looking for it. One of my favorite games to play in the car as a kid was I Spy. Maybe you played too. And wherever you are right now, play a little I Spy with me as an exercise. I spy something green. Does it work the same for you that it does for me, that all the green things pop out and we see them, we see more of them in the room, in the world? Let's do it again. I spy something blue. Do you see the blue things? Do they become sharper? Do they jump out? Do they come more into focus? Do you notice blue things around you that you didn't notice before? This is the law of attraction. It's as complex as that I Spy game. You can't spy it if you don't look for it. So those of you who are looking to better your lives through a lens of positivity, you're stuck in your own negative loop. It's part of why I love this deck of cards. I'm so grateful to these two people. I have no idea who they are. They're Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. I'm sure two people like me who just felt compelled, passionate, inspired by the law of attraction to make these cards. When I got these cards, the law of attraction was new to me. Having this tangible, this thing that I could just take out and touch, and that was beautiful and real, and I could flip through and pull from, it helped me learn these concepts. It helped me solidify them within the being of who I am. So if you need a tangible, if you're a feeler like me and you want to feel that, it doesn't have to be this deck of cards. There's tons out there. Find something that resonates with you. I believe part of the success of Emotional Badass is because I have come to this project using everything I've learned from the law of attraction. And the cool thing is that you don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to try and learn and open to it. So thank you so much for listening today. I hope today's show helped you connect more with what you want to attract in your own life. Emotional badasses, we own it. We own our lives. I hope the law of attraction makes more sense to you now than it did before I started. If you have more law of attraction questions and want to dive a little deeper, come sign up at Patreon, patreon.com/emotionalbadass. My first 1 hour Q&A. It's a video Q&A, so you'll get to see me. I won't get to see you, but you'll get to see me. If you sign up this week after hearing this show, your question may be answered in the live video Q&A for patrons only. Thanks so much for supporting the show, making a difference, helping me make a difference, and live my dream. There I go again. Thank you for your support. Thank you for listening. Thank you for changing your life and the world. This is Emotional Badass, and I'm Nikki Eisenhower. Till next time, bye-bye.